Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Chris Regan, and thank you for looking at my newsletter. Today, I have an interesting story for you. I came across an article about a documentary called Cured, and I think you're going to find this very, very interesting. So, until 1973, medical doctors automatically classified every gay man and lesbian woman as mentally ill. Classification of gay, lesbian, and bisexual orientations underwent major changes in different editions of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, known as the DSM, which is published by the American Psychiatric Association. So DSM-1, which was published in 1952, classified these orientations under paraphilia. So listen to these dictionary definitions of paraphilia. A psychosexual disorder in which sexual gratification is obtained through practices or fantasies involving a bizarre, deviant, or highly unusual source of sexual arousal, such as an animal or an object. The second definition is any sexual deviation which is considered abnormal in some societies, or which may prevent or hinder one's ability to receive reciprocal love. The third definition was abnormal sexual activity. The next edition of the DSM was the DSM-2, published in 1968. The DSM-2 also included a new section on sexual deviations: homosexuality, fetishism, pedophilia, transvestitism, exhibitionism, voyeurism, sadism, and masochism were listed as official forms of mental illness. And that's again the APA 1952. So under sexual orientation disturbance. Now, DSM-3 further modified this to ego-dystonic homosexuality. The DSM-3 was finally published in 1980. A little note of interest is that the DSM-2 was 139 pages and the DSM-3 was 494 pages. Work on this edition began in 1974. Besides the issues of sexuality, there was a major psychoanalytical influence throughout the manual, and many wanted it to be atheoretical. So lots of big changes there. So since 1975, the American Psychological Association has called on psychologists to take the lead in removing the stigma of mental illness that has long been associated with lesbian, gay, and bisexual orientations. The discipline of psychology is concerned with the well-being of people and groups, and therefore with threats to that well-being. The prejudice and discrimination that people who identify as lesbian, gay, or bisexual regularly experience have been shown to have negative psychological effects. To acknowledge the 50-year anniversary of the removal of homosexuality from the DSM, a documentary was produced called Cured. Cured chronicles the battle waged a small group of activists who declared war against a formidable institution and won a crucial victory in the modern movement for LGBTQ equality. The documentary takes viewers inside the David versus Goliath struggle that led the American Psychological Association to remove homosexuality from its manual of mental illnesses in 1973. So the website is cureddocumentary.com. It appears that so far there have been limited screenings, so go to the website to learn about how you may view the documentary sometime soon. And I hope this has been somewhat interesting to all my viewers. I'm following up with another video addressing LGBTQ therapy, and I'll discuss my take on certain perspectives of this topic. So please leave any comments on my website, drchrisregan.com, and I'll also quickly invite anyone who's exploring the possibility of individual, couples, or family therapy to enter your contact information so I can set up a free 20-minute consultation with me, either in person or via telehealth video conference. I strongly suggest you get an idea for yourself of what it would